Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. It was a little bit over 2 months ago that we were discussing how Max has become absolutely abysmal when it comes to its Cartoon Network offerings, and would you believe that going into this new year being 2025, the situation has gotten much worse. So if you guys haven't heard the news already, on January 1st of this year being 2025, Max decided to purge a lot of series from their streaming service, including some Cartoon Network classics like Ed, Edd n Eddy and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, as well as the Looney Tunes show, and interestingly enough, the first 7 seasons of Teen Titans Go have been removed from Max, which is rather strange. So this is all being taken away from the Cartoon Network section, which really at the end of the day makes you wonder, what is left in the Cartoon Network section if we lost 4 more series from it? As we all know already, the Cartoon Network section on Max is rather abysmal, as I discussed 2 months ago. So what is left in this section? Well, let's go through that real quick. So currently in the Cartoon Network section on Max, we have Adventure Time, the original series, Distant Lands, and Fiona and Cake, Apple and Onion, Craig of the Creek, as well as the movie Craig Before the Creek. We have Lamput, Teen Titans Go, of course not seasons 1 through 7, but whatever came after that, the original Powerpuff Girls, Total Drama Island, Total Drama Rama, Villainous, and We Baby Bears. That is the entire offering in the Cartoon Network section on Max, which is just absolutely abysmal. As I said before, it's going to be our word of the day today, abysmal, because that's what this is. This is absolutely insane to me to be seeing that Max literally has nothing on Cartoon Network anymore. They have a whole Cartoon Network section that there's barely anything there. So what's the point of this service? I've said this time and time again, but if we're not going to have Max be the, library preservation system, your place to watch all your favorite Warner Brothers series, then what is the point of it? And the thing that I was thinking about recently, which is rather interesting, if you guys recall, last year Cartoon Network's website got shut down. It was a rather sad day in the history of Cartoon Network. I actually heard a lot of people saying to me, hey, yeah, I heard Cartoon Network got shut down. What are you going to talk about on YouTube now? And I'm like, no. Cartoon Network didn't get shut down. Only the website did, but it might be a precursor for what's to come next, right? As we've seen lately, Cartoon Network keeps getting hit after hit after hit against it. How many more hits can Cartoon Network take before it disappears from the face of the earth? But nevertheless, CartoonNetwork.com was shut down, right? So now if you go on the internet, if you go on Google, whatever search engine you use, and you type in CartoonNetwork.com, you hit your enter button, click that hyperlink, it ends up bringing you to Max. It brings you to a little pop-up window that comes up saying, hey, CartoonNetwork.com has moved over to Max. You can watch all of your favorite shows here. And I feel like that's just such a slap in the face of a message to be giving to us when you go to CartoonNetwork.com, because it's like, hey, CartoonNetwork.com is no more. The new home for Cartoon Network content is on Max. You can find all your favorite shows here. Well, no, you can't. If you go on Max, as I said before, there's only, at most 15 shows, if that much, on the service right now. Majority of Cartoon Network's classics are gone from the service. There is no more Ed, Edd n Eddy. There is no more Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. The original Teen Titans is gone from the service as well. So it's like, what's left for us to watch? It's absolutely abysmal. And quite frankly, I don't even know why there's a Cartoon Network section anymore, because there's nothing there for Cartoon Network. The other thing as well, which I said in my video 2 months ago, is the reason they're doing this is because they're selling these shows, the rights to stream them, to other streaming service providers, right? So I guess Warner Brothers Discovery is saying, hey, we can make an extra $1 or $2 if we decide to sell the rights to our shows as opposed to put them on our own service. So that's why you saw the Ben 10 series go to Netflix. That's why you saw shows like Regular Show, We Bare Bears, and a plethora of other Cartoon Network classics go to Hulu. It's in an effort for them to make a couple extra bucks because, hey, we're selling the rights to our shows. We can make more money doing this than putting it on our own service, being Max. Well, that calculus has changed a bit as of January 1st or December 31st, the start of the new year. And that is that apparently now, Ben 10, Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and Omniverse are no longer available to stream on any service here in the US, meaning that the only 2 Ben 10 series you can legally watch right now are the original Ben 10 and the Ben 10 reboot. The original Ben 10 is still available on Netflix, while the reboot and select episodes of the original series are only available on the Cartoon Network app. So in reality, the only Ben 10 series you can watch from start to finish right now is the original series from 2005. This is all just a complete and utter mess of a situation. I just at this point don't even know what to say. I don't even know what they're trying to accomplish here, because like I said before 2 months ago, okay, well, I understand the logic. I don't agree with with their logic, but they're trying to sell off the rights to stream their shows so they can make a few extra bucks as opposed to putting them on their own service being Max. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to have a little hustle going on here. They're trying to make more money, get themselves out of debt. Don't agree with it, but I understand what they're doing. Well, now we fast forward, and it turns out the only Ben 10 that you can stream from start to finish online is Ben 10, the original series. And then you have a few episodes of the reboot available on the Cartoon Network app, as well as some original series episodes as well, meaning Alien Force Ultimate Alien Omniverse, the second, third, and fourth series in the original continuity, you know, the continuity that everybody is asking for to come back right now, the continuity that has a lot of discussion going on around it, is not available to stream anywhere. I just don't understand what the logic and what the calculus here is, because again, like I said before, this is going to be the third time I'm saying this, the logic and calculus behind taking shows off of Max is we can sell them to other providers, Hulu, Netflix, whoever it may be, right? They're trying to make more money that way. But what is the calculus here? What is the calculus behind removing Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and Omniverse from any streaming service here in the US? It could be that the contract expired with, you know, Netflix or whatever service it was with before, and maybe it's going to go to Hulu or another service and they're just in between contracts right now. That could very well be the case, but from the outside looking in, it just seems to me that this even further cements that Warner Brothers Discovery just doesn't care at all about their library preservation. I'm sorry, but they don't. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to you, because they really don't care about preserving their library of classic series, especially when it comes to Cartoon Network. That's very apparent and very clear to us. So going forward, I've said this before too, but I just don't understand what is the point of having Max? What is the point of having your own streaming service if you're basically ad hoc picking and choosing at an arbitrary level what shows you're actually going to include on your service versus what shows you're going to sell off to other streaming services? Like the whole thing with Batman Cape Crusader, it's a show that's produced in-house by Warner Brothers Animation, was supposed to premiere on Max and Acme Night on Cartoon Network. They ended up selling the rights to Amazon Prime Video. Same thing with Merry Little Batman. So it's like, okay, if you're going to choose some of your shows that you're producing right now to sell to other streaming services, and then you're going to pick some shows that you are producing right now and keep them in-house on your own streaming service, what's the point of your own streaming service then? Like, I know a lot of shows like the Adult Swim series and even Total Drama 2, they will premiere new episodes on Cartoon Network or Adult Swim and then they'll be on Max the next day. That's the way I watch these series now. I don't watch them live on the air anymore. I feel like, you know, having shows available that premiere on cable available the next day on a streaming service is great because you can watch it at your own leisure. You don't have to sit and be tied down to a specific time when it premieres on the channel. You don't need your own streaming service to do that. Like, why not just shut down Max, and then when the new Total Drama Island season 2 comes out, or whatever other show, My Adventures with Superman season 3, or whatever show you can think of, when they start to air new episodes, have it be next day on Hulu. Like, I don't understand the point of having Max when essentially you're taking your library and you're slicing it up and just selling it to the highest bidder, and then some of them you're deciding, okay, maybe it's a better business move for us to keep this on our service. I just don't get it. It to me sounds like they're just trying to gatekeep shows from people. It's like they're trying to take some shows here, gatekeep them on Max, take some other shows, put them on Hulu, so you have to pay somebody else's streaming service fee to watch those shows. Same thing with Netflix, and it's like the ones that are on Max are just being gatekept because it's like, yeah, we don't want to put this with our other series because we want you to pay us more money to watch these shows because maybe these are the more popular series that we know people are really interested in watching. Like Fiona and Cake had such high acclaim to it. Same thing with My Adventures with Superman. These shows will bring us a lot of subscriptions on Max, so we're going to keep this for us while we're going to give these shows that are classic series that maybe don't have as many eyes on them, and we're going to sell them to Hulu so you can go pay them, and we're going to make more money that way. It's just a mess of a situation. It just shows how this company genuinely does not care at all about library preservation, and they don't care about their classic shows. And the last thing I'll say on this is it's just so disjointed to me that you have shows that are current on Cartoon Network right now, like Teen Titans Go missing its first 7 seasons on Max. You have We Baby Bears on Max, but it's missing its parent series, We Bare Bears. It's on Hulu, so you have to get 2 different services to watch the entirety of that show. And we know there's a new Ben 10 in the works. We don't know when it's coming. We'll talk about that in a future video soon here on the channel and what's happening with that situation. But we know a new Ben 10 is coming. We don't know when it's coming. We know it is coming at some point though, but yet you can't watch any of the old Ben 10s on Max. And the only one you could actually watch in the US streaming wise, legally that is the original series. But Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, Omniverse aren't available at all, and the reboot only has a select few episodes available on the Cartoon Network app. It's just a mess of a situation and a great way to say Happy New Year to your fans. Great job, Warner Brothers Discovery. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about the Max situation getting worse and worse? It seems like as every day passes, the situation just becomes worse. It's just amazing to be seeing here. And what do you think about the fact that the only Ben 10 you can legally stream from start to finish right now in the US is the original series? What about the rest of them? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.